Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Sorry Sam. Today we're doing Belgium brews, and I'm here with my excellent and grand friend Landon Hildebrandt. And I don't know if you wanted me to say your last name. Does it matter to you?
Hello, everyone. Yes, as Sam has said, I am the grand friend. Yes,
his social security number is black.
1111.
I think there's another one in there. Oh. But anyways, again, we're going to be doing Belgians today. But before we get into it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. It really does help me out. And so, yeah, we'll jump right into it. So the first beer we're going to do today is the Chimay, it's the Grande Reserve by Chimay, which is and all these Belgians are very heavy hitting, so it's a good thing we did it at the end of the day. Then the next one up that we'll be doing is the Gulden Draak by I think this is the brewery, and I still have no idea how to pronounce it, but it is the Brouwerij van Steenberg. Yes, and this is a quadruple Belgium, so that'll be fun. And then finally, a personal favorite of mine and Landon's is the St.Bernardus Abt 12, which is a delightful brew. It is. So, without further ado, we'll get right into it. So the first one we decided to do today was the Chimay Grande Reserve, and again, it looks like all Belgians are very big and thick, like they're very heavy-hitting beers, and this one's 9% alcohol, and all of them are pretty much more or less like that. So, but the bottle itself isn't too fancy. It's very, bland. It's not that fancy. But it's a subtle aspect to it that gives it, that little bit of pizzazz. Sure, there you go. See, Landon's great. He's finishing this up for me. And where this one comes from, this is from Belux, Belgium. All of these are actually from Belgium, which I was pretty happy about. And yeah, without further ado, there actually is a little, I'm not from Belgium, nor do I speak it, but there's nice Belgian lettering and words, I'm assuming.
Those are just words.
Are they just words? Okay. Hieroglyphics of some sort.
Moon runes, everyone. Moon runes.
Sure. So we'll crack it on open, and I'll try to do that. It says, ooh, there's a beard hair on it. That's not good. It adds to the flavor.
Good luck.
It does. All right. And I couldn't find my normal bottle opener, so I'm using this copper point. Yeah. So it did have a nice sizzle to it. Belgians are notoriously dark unless you get like I forgot what they're called, but like a white or something like that, and a whip, that's what it is, and those are definitely lighter, but normally these triple Belgians are,
oh, so good,
black as the night, but very smooth, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit into ours, and then I forgot to buy 2 of each, so at the end we'll each chug our favorite, or if we both like the same favorite, I'll pick the second favorite since he's the guest. Ooh, but it does look good. I mean, it's dark. Like, it looks like mud. But that's how you know it's delightful. And
it looks like the same motor oil I put in my car.
There you go. Hygienic. So we'll do the smell test and see how she smells. Whoa, God almighty.
Smells like the same oil too.
It smells strong. It smells like it gives you the same type of smell as a shot. This isn't I think this is just like a Belgian ale. It's not a triple or a quadruple, which we had coming. Wink, wink. But it gives you that little, like when you smell a shot or something like a Fireball or a Jameson or any sort of, harder liquor. It gives you that little bit of burst. At least it did for me.
Tickles the nose and makes you feel good.
There you go. Okay, yeah, we're ready we'll give it the old sipperoo.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. It's really smooth, but It's definitely got a little punch to it.
It bites your tongue in the first sip there, but as it goes down. Mm-hmm. Fairly smooth.
It is. I almost felt it in my teeth. Like right as I took that sip, it was just like felt like a little chisel, like tapped away on my teeth as it was going down. But overall, it's a very delightful beer. It's definitely dark. I don't even want to, it's tough when they say you can taste colors and hear, I don't know, colors. I'm rambling. I sound like a crazy hippie. But you can almost taste the darkness to it.
You don't want those crazy hippies.
No, not a Quaalude trip. Ooh. Anything you'd like to add to? Wow, you finished yours. Holy crap.
Well, I am a fan of the Belgians.
Yes, you are.
It's quite smooth in its profile, and the taste. It's hard to pinpoint because I have this beginning essence. As soon as it bites onto the tongue, that's what it really feels like. It's biting onto the tongue, but as it goes down the gullet, it's real smooth. I don't really have any notes of flavor that I can taste. Maybe more or less something that's more of a, maybe on the nutty or maybe like on the caramelish side.
Yeah.
But it's
definitely, I can see a nuttiness. That was an excellent description, by the way, Landon. That was very flavorful and vocabulary. Man, Miss Hayes would be proud in high school.
Wherever you are, Miss Hayes.
So I'll read a little bit more about the bottle. So the registered trademark Tappist certifies this ale was brewed within the wells of an existing Tappist monastery under the control of the Tappist community. And, that's a lot of regulations. A major part of the sales revenue is used for monks to support the charitable works. The exceptional yeast isolated by Father Theodore combined with its unique richness since 1862. Holy crap. Chimay's secondary fermented ales have neither pastured nor not filtered. Only natural ingredients are used. To fully appreciate the robust character of this Chimay Grande Reserve, served slightly chilled in a wide-mouthed glass. Hey, look, that's a little close. That's a little good enough. The Belgians would be mad at me. But, overall, that was, I'm very delighted with it.
I have no complaints about it.
It wasn't bad whatsoever. And I would give it probably a 7 out of 10 monks.
I give it 7 Crazy Dutches.
7 Crazy Dutches. Oh gosh. But that was that one, and we'll jump right into the next.
Alright, so our next beer that we have here is the Gulden Draak. And I'm quite excited because reading upon the label here, it's got 4 times as much malt in any lager, and it's got a high fermentation. That's what I really like about, in a lot of Belgian ales, that fizziness. I don't like champagne, but this is as close as I get.
So, in Mariners terms, it's a quadruple Belgian. This one, this one actually intimidated me when I saw it in the store. I was like, oh, that looks scary, but I gotta try it.
Well, as we just seen, it's a 10%er, so I can't wait. And, it's all about the taste for me personally. It's what I really like, with the higher alcohol contents and all that. Because
absolutely.
I don't know, when you get into the cheaper beers and things, or just even some of the IPAs, the taste is not there with the higher alcohol, but with the Belgians, I really like a lot of the taste.
It's like a smoothiness and nuttiness to it, like you said before.
So what we have here now, again, is the Gulden Draak by the, the Stone Veer, or the
Bruvige von Steenberg.
Or, as in my opinion, I think it may say, Brauveer, or, Brau, as in German for beer, but von Steenberg. I don't speak Belgian, Dutch. German, anyhow.
Dutch?
I don't know.
Yeah, Belgians speak. They don't speak Belgian, do they?
Do they speak waffle?
I don't know. I don't know, dude. That shows how cultured I am. So we'll do I'll let you do the honors of cracking her open. I always forget what it's called, but
not crescent?
No, the Euphoria, crack where people like the.
Oh, like ASMR?
Yeah, that's what it is. ASMR.
Audio symmetry or
something like that.
Meridian response. That's as much as I remember.
I just call it the Euphoria crap.
If someone that taught me about it knows who I am, thank you for that knowledge.
Oh wow,
That was a nice long.
that
little
was
sizzle.
that was a
Nice and smooth.
it had some length on it. Some.
So just upon in our label here that we can see, it says government warning. No.
I did that before once. That was bad.
With the Gulden Draak, an ale with exceptional rich and complex palates, brewed as an ode to the city of Gent, Belgium, postal code 9000. Because what we see in the front here says 9000 quadruple.
Oh,
Kind of neat.
well that ties it all together. Look at that.
Mystery.
And the bottle itself is cool. It's like it's again what you're not seeing is it's not the beer. That's like an actual like film they put over the bottle to make it as black as possible. So I'm assuming the beer is very dark. Like I mean, most of them are. They're very very dark, and chugging these are going to be dreadful.
Very.
But that's the
No, I mean, as a novice and all. But I
Sure.
remember, with tinting of certain glasses, and it was to keep the beer from, what is the terminology? Not soiled, but not turning.
but not like getting flattered. What do you?
No. Like somehow beer bottles are green, some are brown.
Oh, it's something. It's like
with UV rays
yeah,
or
it's
something.
It's something like it's
Forgetting the terminology.
I have no idea, but I know what you're talking about.
Right.
And that's why they put it in different bottles, and normally depends on. And you can. That's where that whole saying of if it's in a green bottle, it's probably good beer comes from, because there's certain more mythology from it, or not mythology, but there's some sort of science to it that I didn't do any research on.
So if you're watching, for the viewers, if you want to comment and add
Yes.
the snippet, please
Absolutely, let us
input
know.
it and cover our asses
For
it.
sure, please.
Thank you.
Eddie, I'm talking to you. I know you know all sorts of beer and everything. So,
May I?
yeah, absolutely. We'll get on to the pour. Thank you. This is such service. Ooh, well, it's a lot.
Nice and golden.
It's a lot lighter than I expected. That's good. We may want to do heavier pours so we don't gotta chug it all at the end. This is the favorite. Holy smoke! Whoa, wait, we gotta save a little bit of it. It's just in case if we do gotta
Well,
chug
you said a little heavier. That's at least double of what we got here.
Yeah, well, all right. So yeah, we'll get on to the smell, but it's definitely nice clear, well, clearer, but oh my lord, it looks like a lager. It smells sharp.
Smells like heaven.
It does smell good, as far as like a beer would go.
It's not pungent. It's not sour smelling.
Yes, and this is probably the clearest our nostrils will ever be, because we literally both just did the Death Nut challenge right before this. So our taste buds are dull, but our nostrils are clear.
And shout out to Shannon for winning.
That's right. What do you mean?
I won!
It was tied. Get out of here, Anyway, I played the SpongeBob Sweet Victory song.
Full length edition, 4 minutes. Thank you.
I didn't even know it existed. So cool. We'll give it a try.
Creamy.
Yeah, it is creamy.
Creamy. Now, it does have a bit of a bite, but I think that's most common with a lot of, Belgians. And especially for a quadruple,
It's just the alcohol percentage in it. It's so high. That's why it gives you that. But
it's creamy.
it is.
The aftertaste is not,
It's a little subtle. It feels like it just disappears for me. Like it really doesn't transition on. Like it's not a.
Mine was a quick hit, and then it kind of lingers. But I'm
Really?
not sure if that's just from what I've eaten today. Sticking onto the tongue.
Well, now that I swish it around a little bit, it will linger a little bit more, but I feel like it's not.
It's almost refreshing.
Yeah, it's not as heavy as the last one. It's very. I don't know.
Our label kind of deceived us, being that dark.
It really is. Well, it's a high percentage. It's scary looking. It's got a big dragon on the front of it.
It ended up being a warm little kitty.
No, it is. I'm a little surprised. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means necessary, but it's.
Honestly, I would drink that again.
It is. Yeah. It's again. It's. Not, I don't want to say it's like a beer that you could have like one or two, or 3 or 4, or like kill a 6-pack, because you'll be on the floor. It's 10%, but it's definitely like right in the beginning you taste that little bit of a bite, and like you'll taste the 10%, and then it almost goes into a Like if somebody poured like a creamer in your coffee or something like that.
Really mellows out.
It is. But cool. With that, we'll get right on to the last one. So the last one we're gonna do tonight is a very personal favorite of ours. I was super excited to do this beer, and this was actually one of the beers that like made me want to do this channel, was having this beer. And it's something that I've literally, for like birthday presents, Christmas presents, I give this beer out. It is such a good beer. They sell it in a big bottle. Ooh, excuse me. And everybody I've given it to who's a fan of beers, it's definitely not like if somebody's like if their go-to beer's a Bud Light, this isn't the beer for them. This is a very solid, full body, heavy beer, but it is so gosh darn smooth for what it is. And this is the one and only St. Bernardus Abt 12. It's a triple Belgium that is 10%, and it is just delightful. I love this beer.
Sam has been the one, what, maybe 2 years ago, or was it last year?
I think it was last year.
Last year, this guy got me a bottle.
Oh,
I forgot it, and my fault. He held on to it for about, 3 weeks, and then his father drank it. His father loved it, so I knew it was my kind of beer.
It was something that like, it was some sort of special occasion, but yeah, me and my dad, we kept looking at it, and then it was just like the biggest tease sitting in our fridge, because we're like, and I think we were just out of beer one night, and my dad like was just like, screw it, and popped the cork, and I was just like, well, I gotta have some beer. So I think I bought 3 bottles just for Landon to have one, because we kept drinking it. It won't stay in the fridge long. It's that good.
It took 6 additional months to receive one. So you know it's a hard import.
It's such a good beer.
As what you told me. But nonetheless.
No,
and make sure you look for the blue label.
Yes, blue one. There's a green one that's not the same. I don't know what it is, but it's different.
Was it yellow? Was the other one?
I think so. Yeah.
I know there was 3.
Well, there's the triple, and then there's a single, and then which is the yellow, and then the green is something. I don't think there's a double Belgium, but maybe there is, and I didn't know about it. Again, Belgiums, let us know. Or if anybody knows any other special Belgium beers, or any beers you want me to try, or us, and Landon's been an excellent guest on the show. I'm definitely going to be having him back. Anything you want us to try, please let us know. Please. So, without further ado, and Landon, if you wouldn't mind, you did such a good job the last time.
Oh, the finesse. It's all about the finesse, boys and girls.
It's all in the details.
Just listen to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Ooh. And I got the reflexes. Even the little, the cap on it's pretty cool. It has, St. Bernardus Abt 12.
And now, remember, too, if you go and find this, where do we find these? At Total Wine?
Total Wines. That's pretty much where I've been going to. Total Wines.
Total Wine, yeah. Because I believe Total Wine is where I found it last. Mm-hmm. And a good reminder, if you do purchase the larger bottles, they come in a cork top.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So bring a wine stopper if you want to
savor it. That's absolutely. Otherwise, it's...
Which is pretty much the only way to drink these. You really want to savor it.
Yeah, you can't. You can try to drink it all in one night, but you're going to be feeling pretty good by the end of it. And this is probably the only beer you're going to be drinking. But yes, I got this one at Total Wines. I know if you're up in Philly, at Total Wines they don't sell beer because the liquor laws are weird, but you can get it at most beer distributors, and it's a pretty popular beer. But it's for a good reason. It's a popular beer.
Well, and with Philly they have the state.
Well, they have
state distributors.
Yeah, they have beer distributors throughout the state and stuff. And a lot of times you can even get to-go beer if you go to bars and stuff. And most of the time it won't be like this, but you can get a PBR or something like that.
Road sodas.
That's right. Anyways, we digress. So we'll pour it out and do the smell. Oh yes, jet fuel.
Sweet, sweet nectar of the gods.
It's so good. It's so good. This beer has actually been sitting in my fridge for like 3 weeks, and I've been dying to do this, but I just haven't had the right person to do a Belgium beer with, and now I've landed and decided to come on over, and here we are.
Very finicky to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It doesn't smell like the other two. I was like, I looked like somebody was punching me in the gut. It's so smooth. It's the smoothest.
It has a neutral smell. It almost reminds me of, if you ever open up milk and you smell it to see if it's sour or not.
Mm-hmm.
This is by far like one of the freshest milk smells.
Oh, it is. It's so.
It's like, oh, it's refreshing.
Every single time, I've never had a bad experience with this beer, except for one time.
Don't drink underage.
No. No. But okay. But yeah. I'm excited. So let's not tease ourselves anymore. Cheers.
Cheers.
Guys. Pinkies up as always. Ooh. Oh.
So refreshing.
It's just like a cloud. It's just melting away. It doesn't even, like, it's 10%, so it's definitely a heavy beer, but it doesn't even taste like it. It's dark, like it's rich, it's full-bodied, it's everything you want in a Belgium. It's so good. Again, at St. Bernardus, the bottle's nothing special, but it's nice. There's a jolly old mug sitting on the end of it with a whole big Belgian beer. So good. So good. We have a lot to, again, I keep bringing up Philly. Philly, where I did most of my drinking. There's a bar in Philly called Monk's, and that's actually, he's one of the main reasons we have Belgian beer in the United States, was that he proved to, like the Belgians, to get their recipe and brewing style, that he could keep it at the certain temperature, he could keep it at the, the proper qualifications, serve it in the right glasses, which I'm probably not doing. You want a little bit more of a wider top. These are I got these at Goodwill. These are the fanciest glasses I have. But bravo to you. So, for this, anything else you want to add to it? It's so good. But
It's just too good. It's really hard to resist not just grab the bottle and take sips out of it.
I know. Like, I almost don't want to talk and just drink out of it. There's really not much. They don't put anything to say on it. But if you ever get a chance to try this, give it a try. It's worth it. Even if you don't like dark beers, you may like this one because this is, it's like the peak of it. It's so good. So, now that we're drooling and everything, we'll wrap it up and we'll get on to the final. And just enjoy this beer. So those were the 3 beers we had for today, the Belgians, and what a pleasant ride. Oh my gosh, they're so good. It's so good. And it was a clear first, but we had a hard time picking second, and with my taste buds still being kind of fried from the Death Nut Challenge, I had Landon pick. And as always, from best to worst, would you like to do the honors?
So, in our last place contestant, we picked the Chimay, the Grand Reserve, or Grande Reserve, I'm sorry. It just didn't really have it there for me as far as something like redrinkability if I wanted to buy a couple. It was just a little too bitter in first taste reaction, something that, if you wanted to drink into Belgiums. It's a little bit more on the, not expert, but maybe refined taste.
It was. Yeah, it was definitely different than, like these two that you could tell they were Belgian, even though these had very similar colors. It was very, I don't know, yeah, like the taste was just there. And again, and this is still a heavy hitting beer, like it's 9%, where these are both, I think this was 10.2, and this were 10.7, where this is 10%. So even though they were all pretty much right around the same alcohol percentage, it just didn't taste. It didn't taste like it had that Belgian refinedness to it. Which brings us to the second, and that would be, we decided on the Gulden Draak, and we both really just liked it. It was good, and it was really surprising. Like it had that creaminess to it, and the color was different. I wasn't expecting it to be that like a lager type style, but it was really good and just utterly enjoyable. And with that being said, our grand favorite, and still always will be in my dearest heart, is the St. Bernardus Abt 12. It is so good. I cannot stress it enough how good that beer is. Makes me
so wonderful. Makes
me lighten the loafers for it. So we'll split these. We figured these beers are 2. That's good. So definitely leave some for yourself. These beer, we're gonna just do a half chug. It's late. It's late. We both got to work tomorrow. So and this beer's meant to be enjoyed. So we'll cheers it. We'll do a steady sip. Maybe not. I wouldn't call it a chug. So Badland Chugs, you're off the hook for this video, but I still want to do a collab at some point. Reach out to me, and I didn't even have to do a fancy edit. Atlanta did it all the time. This guy's great. He's on top of it. And
Where is it?
and then again, it's just such a good beer. At 12, I'll put it up here for you guys to see. And thank you for watching the video, and please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys already haven't. Thank you so very much. God bless, and let's enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. It's not a beer to chug.
But it is one to enjoy.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to film it with patches? There you go.
Mrs. Bigglesworth.
Mm-hmm.